everyone, welcome back for another process video. So today I am using the same kit that I used the last video with the dinosaurs, and this is the last layout that I'm going to do with this kit for now. I actually use up quite a bit of the stuff. I have some of the volcano stuff, but I used so many of the dinosaurs on the last layout that I did that there wasn't a whole lot left to do, at least a page that I can think of at the moment. So again, I just went into my picture stash and I chose some photos that I thought of one of my sons that was really cute. He is wearing pajamas that do have dinosaurs on them, so that kind of drew me to these photos also. But I just thought they were really cute pictures of and this is my other son, not the son that was in the last video. So I can't remember the year of these photos, but it was quite a few years ago because he is 9 now and he was maybe 1.5 or 2 in these photos. I'm not even sure. So I'm just cutting down my pattern papers right now, and I am cutting a strip. I'm going to also round the corners, the 4 corners. So this pattern paper is going to go on the right hand side and this pattern paper is going to go on the left hand side, and those are the only photo corners, or not photo corners, those are the only corners that I am going to round. And another thing that I didn't do, I don't believe I did it in the last video and I didn't do in this video either, is inking the edges. I do get a little thrown off, and I think I might ink a couple of the edges. It might be the photo mats that I ink, but I just kind of decided, I think the problem was I didn't know if I wanted to do brown or black. That was kind of what I was thinking. So I have the 2 pattern papers there, and where those pattern papers meet, I want to add another piece of paper over, which is why I cut down that green petite prints. It's about 2 inches wide maybe, that you can see there on the screen. And then I cut a couple other smaller strips. The striped one's about 1/4 inch. The other one's a little bit smaller than that. But I wanted just a little bit more division between the 2 main pattern papers. So I wanted, and then so that's why I had this green strip, but the green strip looked a little plain on its own. So now I'm just going to take my scrappy tape, which is really thin, and I love this for gluing down small strips of paper. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I love to use this stuff. It tears super easy. The backing is really easy to get off. My nails, for some reason, have all broken recently, so I had no nails and I still got it off no problem. So I'm just lining up the blue one along the left-hand side of that green petite prints paper, and then this striped one was one 12 by 12 sheet that I just cut down so that you could see all the stripes. And I will point out the fact that that striped piece of paper has colors in it that the pattern papers don't, like the pinks. But in the end, you don't really notice it. I started to worry after I glued it down a little bit. I'm like, I'm not so sure how that's going to look. But after the page comes together, I really like. The page itself is a little bit busy, but I like it in the end. So I'm okay with how busy it is. Part of the reason it's so busy is because I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5 photos on there. And so now to help my photos stand out from all those busy pattern paper backgrounds, I'm just taking some scraps of white cardstock. And for for when I mount my photos, I just use Recollections. Usually I buy from Michael's their Recollections 8.5 by 11 cardstock packs when they're on sale. Usually you can get like 3 for $10 or 2 for $5. I don't even remember the last price, but when they have a really good sale, I will stock up on some of theirs because I don't like to use my big 12 by 12 white cardstock for just mounting photos. And a lot of times if I print my journaling, I'll save whatever piece is left because if I print my journaling, I will also print it on this cardstock. I might do a video today showing you my desk. I'm thinking of doing it today because, well, by the time this video is up, it might already be up, but some things might be changing, so I thought I would do what my scrapbook desk now and the way I change it too. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and glue the photos down, and you can see my son is fairly young, and he does have his dinosaurs pajamas on, and pretty cute photos. So here I decided, if you notice, I ended up covering up that entire green piece of Petite Prints, the pattern paper that I had originally made to go. So it kind of goes to waste, but I'm okay with that. I just decided that I didn't want any of it showing, that it didn't really do anything for the page, and so that is that. And now I have those smaller photos. So yeah, 5 photos on this layout, and those smaller photos I think are 2.5 by 2.5, and I popped a couple of them up with some foam tape just for some added interest. Excuse me. I wasn't exactly sure how I was going to like the foam tape with the ones on the right. One of those is popped up on foam tape and the other one isn't. So they are sitting on my layout right now, but I have not pushed them down to kind of secure them. This photo on the left is my husband and my son. Basically, these pictures are about us going outside and waiting for my husband to come home from work. So he just got to play outside. This is an October page, but it's actually a really nice day outside, so I just took them outside for a little while to play. And they love it when their dad they used to love it when their dad would come home from work and always be excited to see him. So sometimes I would take them out there to watch and wait when I knew he should be coming around the corner before long. So I did decide I'm going to play around quite a bit, because what I'm thrown off by is this space between the photos where you can see I'm trying to add. I wanted to use up the rest of these dinosaurs and the rest of these, you know, these embellishments, because I didn't want to, I knew there wasn't really enough for me to do another page with. So I'm trying to get most of them used up on this page. And again, that adds a little bit to the busyness of the layout, but I'm okay with how it is in the end. And I do cover up some of the images. You can see that blue dinosaur on the left is covering up some of the photo, but I placed it over just like the mailbox in the picture, so nothing in the photo that's important. What you can still see is Tim and his dad. So that's what's most important to me in the photo, and I'm not really worried about that. Same thing with the dinosaur on the right, the orange one. It just covers up the neighbor's house. And the 2 main photos are there. I do like the one with the dad and him, but I also like the 2 big ones that I left at 4 by 6. So those are the main photos that you'll focus on, and those are the ones that I think he just looks super cute in. So again, I'm just adding more embellishments around. I don't really do a visual triangle with this one. I'm just kind of playing around and adding different things in. And I'm going to do my title. So again, I'm using up more of these alphabet stickers, which makes me so happy. You can see the sheet is almost completely full, so definitely need to use some of these up. I do like these letters. I don't care so much for the circle ones, but that's just because I struggle with circle alphabets, but I will make sure to use them someday. So my title is going to be Waiting for Dad, and I chose these block stickers to start with because the smaller ones on this page, because the background is so busy, you couldn't really see, you couldn't really tell what it said. So I am going to put down waiting for, and then I wanted to see what it looked like with this big alphabet, and I really liked how that looked. The word dad doesn't show up as dark as the other ones, but I'm okay with that because it just kind of made the title a little bit different. It used more than one alphabet for the title, which I really like to do. So the only thing that I don't like right at this moment is that D that's on the left. So the second D in the word dad, it kind of has some pattern paper showing through, and I didn't like that. But you will see that I'm going to fix that in a little while. And so I thought, since I'm using my alphabet stickers, and to help bring some of that dark blue over to the left-hand side, I might as well add the date. So I'm adding October, whatever, and the date, I can't remember, maybe the 19th. And then I think 2011 might be the year. And so I did the word October instead of just doing all numbers because I didn't have enough ones to do all numbers, but that's fine. It just uses up more of the alphabet letters, right? So I scooted those over and put those on the left-hand side. And what I'm showing you right there with why I just did that with my hand was I'm showing you that's where I'm planning to do my journaling. So it's an empty space right now, but I'm planning on doing my journaling. And while I'm making this layout, right now my printer isn't working. We are going to look for maybe a cord and then eventually buy another printer. This printer is driving me nuts. It's supposed to be wireless, but it keeps saying offline, and my husband fixes it. So it's like sometimes I can print something from my phone, but if I can print from my phone, I can't print from my laptop. And if I print from my laptop, I can't print from my phone. It's driving me insane. And I asked him if he was going to be able to fix it or not. And he said, no, probably not. So, but I had just purchased 2 full ink cartridges, and it's just a printer that does black ink. So the ink was only like, $15 a cartridge, but still that's a lot of money. So I'm gonna hopefully, he says he's gonna look, see if we have a cord, maybe even purchase a cord to use up those ink cartridges, and then I will probably get another printer. But not something I want to do, but it's been driving me nuts. I do end up just writing out my journaling. I'm hoping that I show it on the video, at least afterwards maybe. I apologize because there are no still photos, and you can see here what I decided to do to make up for that space where the pattern paper was showing through that D is I just scooted everything over a little bit, and it makes such a difference because it doesn't really throw me off there. So again, like I was saying, I'm sorry there's no still photos at the end of this. I'm trying to get these layouts done. Started to fall behind because I've been so busy with crops. I almost took these layouts to the crops, but I didn't want to take my camera without knowing what kind of space I was going to be in. And I didn't want to not videotape these layouts since this has kind of been my series. So I did start another layout with the next kit, and after that there will only be one more kit. So we are getting down to the last of this, and I've gotten so many layouts done. I'm really excited and happy, and I love all of them. So I'm going to find a 3x4 card for my journaling, and I'm looking through my blue 3x4 cards. If I do my little desk tour, I'm going to do a quick one first. You will see where I keep my 3x4 cards. And it says not so good. I think this was like maybe a Scraptastic one. I'm just going to trim it down though. It has a very, very light grid behind it. And so I just trimmed it down so I knew it would fit in this little area. Alright, so that is pretty much going to be my layout for today. I hope you guys liked it, and I will see you again next time for the next kit. And thanks for watching. Alright, bye guys.